It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Good morning. Renee, are you Miss Parker?
Miss Parker, she's up early.
Every day, Miss Parker. Miss Parker was at the Apollo with me. Miss Parker, what's up?
Supports riding out.
Good morning, Afro
Afro Cuisine.
I'm telling you, I was thinking more about the event that I'm trying to brainstorm with y'all yesterday about getting everybody together and all our supporters. We have a secret location that we meet up somewhere, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly where is it going to be. In Jersey? Is it going to be, where can everybody make it? So we give y'all weeks in advance. Now, obviously,
we don't even know where they live at.
Well, we were starting to talk.
Okay.
While you were on hiatus, we were starting to talk, and people were coming in with comments, and we were trying to work the magic together. See, like Queen Boy 9. I know Stacey Mitchell would be down. I know Queen Boy 9, Tosh.
Tosh is in Atlanta. I know that for sure.
She's in Atlanta. You never know. Maybe we give her a few months in advance notice, and maybe everybody gets
Diane.
And Diane, I'll give y'all, like, let's say if in January I told y'all we was gonna do it in May, and I gave y'all the time, and I told you anyway, I know Mo knows how to do this, even though Mo's planning something a little more important, which is a wedding, but it depends on what you think is really more important. I mean, in my mind, this would be more important, but she is planning a wedding.
We'll see.
So shout to her. So I'm gonna work on that. I was brainstorming last night. I was brainstorming, resting, chilling, and everything like that. So how was well, first of all, wait a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Queen Boy said that's enough time. She'll be down.
See, Queen Boy knows.
All right. I guess black folks say giving them enough time. And the older you get to, they got to plan stuff out. So if you give them 5-month notice,
like black people, when Tom Joyner did his cruise, he gave him like 2 years to set it up. Like, it's crazy. He gave him like a 2-year payment plan. Like 2 years. He was like, hey, 24 months to get this together. But ladies and gentlemen, hold up. Jay Black is back, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Black is back. Jay Black is back.
I'm always here.
We thought he was back yesterday, but he pouted.
Let's go.
We thought he was back yesterday.
It's a happy Thursday.
All right, y'all. So, all right, how was your night, Jay? Well, how was your nights? But how'd everything go?
Nights was good. Yeah, actually, yesterday it was a little holiday, simple holiday party, corporate, America type thing. And that was kind of cool. Actually, I ended up, I dressed up as the Grinch, which was fun. I was being you. I was playing you. I was playing Michael Shawn.
That's what you should be. America is starting to come around. People starting to come around. I'm seeing it on social media. Y'all start coming around to my side. Y'all starting to get it. But go ahead, Jay.
So no, that was fun. It's different. Different environments, and sometimes you got to shuck and jive when you're around white folk. But I don't like shucking and jiving, and it'd be challenging at times. But overall, everything was good. Overall, it was good. Because you ever feel like at work when you're at your gig that it's a different energy, and you're not really yourself. I like to be my true, authentic self, but you can't be all the time in all avenues. So
my Christmas parties and how I'm pretty much myself.
You can't be yourself, because you ain't gonna look at that chick with the fatty and like you're not. Because you can't be your true, authentic self when you're around.
Just because I'm not trying to holler at her, don't mean I'm not gonna be myself. I mean, honestly, I've been blessed. My jobs that I've had, I've always been able to be myself. Oh, wait a second, y'all. Hold up. Wait a second. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, his square just popped up. It's C Chung, ladies and gentlemen. It's C Chung. Yes, it is. Yes, it is C Chung. Oh yeah.
Another screen.
3 out of 4 squares. 3 out of 4 squares.
Maybe another one will pop up. Who knows?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know. She's feeling. She's under the weather now, but who knows? 3 out of 4 squares. You can't ask for more than that, people. 3 out of 4 squares.
Yeah.
Some of these shows
Actually, that's.
Well, actually, what?
No, I'm saying that's a good percentage. 3 out of 4. Like that's passing. That's bit more than average. You know, yeah, over 500. Like that's actually a good score.
And y'all people can't complain.
75%.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 ain't that more than 75%?
No, it's 75. 3 out of 4 is 75.
3 out of 4.
75
Yeah,
would have known.
4 out of 4 would be, 4 quarters.
Wait, 4 out of 4 is 100%.
Mike,
how can 3 out of 4 be 75%?
Mike, it's 25 per square. Mike, is 4.
If you have 25.
Oh, it's 4. Got you.
Yeah.
You made me think of this math equation I saw, and I said I'm gonna mess with Mike so he can figure this out. But that's funny. I'm gonna find it.
But that wouldn't be. But if you were 3 out of 4 in your shooting percentage, it wouldn't be calculated like that. Yeah, like if you were shooting free throws, they'd be like, you 9 out of 10. They would be like, oh shit, that's pretty good. But yeah, all right. But anyway, I don't know. I just got caught. I already turned everything into sports. So Jay Black can't be himself at Christmas parties. I can.
Not even Christmas party, just in general. When you're in doctor's office, when you're around a bunch of YTs, that people that look completely different than you, you're a different person. You're the same person, but you're putting on your representative, as they say. You're different.
That's because you get defensive once you get around white people. I get defensive around people when I am forced to get defensive. I am myself until you give me a reason to actually pop off. You, on the other hand, walk in prepared to pop off anytime there are white people around you. That is the difference between me and you. You already put your guard up for no reason. You can literally have met Mr. Rogers in real life, Mr. Rogers, and you'd be like, yo, is there a problem? No, he's just changing his sweater because he's Mr. Rogers. That's all. There's no problem. He's the nicest man in the world. Thank God we've never found out anything bad about Mr. Rogers. Thank God. No stories have ever come out. But I'm cool. Like in my job, I'm around Filipinos. I'm around white people. I'm around black. Truth be told, sometimes when I'm around certain black people, that's when I gotta act different. Truth be told, that sometimes that's when I gotta act different.
What?
Sometimes, but I think it should be you, Jay.
What?
Yeah, I always try to be, but you just.
Wow, what happened?
No, we were talking about holiday parties and just being around different cultures. It's just a different. It's just a different energy. I know I could be difficult at the time. Thinking when we went to the doctors, I did come at the chick neck. I just want to know how long she worked there. So I think sometimes my questioning how I phrase things can be perceived as me being a little, rough around the edges. But I'm looking at it just being myself. But yeah, I digress with that.
Sometimes you got to start, being at everything I've gone through, the biggest step is to realize that you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest step. Like it can't always be everybody. Sometimes you just are difficult. And when the person who's known you for the longest and lives with you and loves you more than everybody else in the world says it, sometimes you should acknowledge that maybe, I'm difficult for no reason.
But when I question when you say difficult because I inquired about something that I was curious of or wanted to know, I have that right to. I should be able to do that.
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
So it's not difficult. It's just that if it made you uncomfortable, that's no fault of mine.
Because you have the right to do something. A cop has the right to do something and start questioning you and ask you questions that he really shouldn't be asking you. And he has the right to do that. Is he being difficult? Yeah, he's being difficult. He's being mega difficult and racist.
I think we would need a therapist to break that down.
I've been telling you that for
we need somebody
years.
with a degree.
I've been telling you that since the late 90s, but okay. I mean, all right, you need to sit down and get this all out and get whatever it is that's really bothering you out in the open. I think maybe you're in your past life. You must have been oppressed. I don't know. Because this white people thing. Every time I see you around white people, seem cool. I don't know what happened.
I'm suppressing a lot.
What are you suppressing?
If we being honest,
I was about to say, what makes you feel like that?
Yes, what are you suppressing?
Because like you feel like you're representing the culture on one hand. That's funny, Jonathan Major said that. I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's deeper.
That turned out.
No, did you see TMZ yesterday with Jonathan? Okay, and him trying to get away from the crazy YT and get.
They ran the marathon.
That was that whole saga
into the Bronx.
Like you see the proof. He was the one getting beat up. And she got a scratch on her face, and they're gonna go in his house and pass out in his closet. And now he the bad guy because you a black guy with a white lady pass out in your closet with scratches. Now, of course you gonna think he did something.
That's why I can't. That's why listen, people. I can't. Nobody can tell me different. Y'all treat black people differently, number one, and y'all especially treat black people who are darker skinned. Y'all more scared of Jonathan Majors, and y'all society really has a problem than Patrick Mahomes. And y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's fucking true, and y'all know what it is. Y'all feel very, very threatened by a person of Jay Black's complexion who has any type of size, any type, just regular dude. One thing, don't be 6 foot whatever, because y'all cats are scared to death. But you know, that's why if I was Jonathan Majors, this is why this myth, this is not, I like, dog, I could date a white woman. I ain't gonna lie. If I fell in love with a white woman, I could do it, be no problem. But I could, real talk. Like the Chrisley, the Chrisley's life, his daughter, the guy, the white dude who went to jail, did everything like that.
I heard that name before. I think I saw him on TV.
Chrisley knows best or something like that. White girl, ooh, pretty. I married the fuck out of her. But if I'm Jonathan Majors, you couldn't pay me to have a lily white girl next to me. You couldn't pay me the way y'all would protect that white woman next to him. Not off of anything that happened, just off of how scared y'all are.
So if you're a certain caliber of celebrity, you won't mess with white women?
Fuck that. No. Not because I don't want to.
Right. No,
I just know if something goes down, I already know that y'all
YT tears start flowing. It's over.
What?
It's over.
I don't know what the hell Wesley Snipes was doing messing with white women. What are you doing? Like what?
But Jonathan Majors told, they got an audio of him saying a year earlier that she coming in the house pissy drunk. That is unacceptable. You're dating me. I need you to be more like Coretta Scott King, like Michelle Obama. I need you to be that type of person. I need you to have that energy.
So that's how it. They were making it sound like he was role playing and he wanted her.
No. He was actually in a conversation. He was actually in a conversation. Now, does he find himself to be super? Look, I get what he's saying, but he really feels like he's an important motherfucker. Like if you listen to this audio,
he was on that.
Dude,
he was. The Marvel movie, he had leading in Creed 3. He had a lot lined up there, but you probably didn't even know
the
about.
HBO TV show that got canceled.
This dude was talking about he is for the culture. He is this. You could tell
he is representing the culture.
Dog. Then why is you sitting up here with a white girl? Shut your ass up. You're the
same reason why all these other celebrities got their snow bunnies.
Okay, so if you're so worried about the culture, then you better get. If you want a Michelle Obama, then go get a Michelle Obama.
But now look what he got though.
He got a Megan.
He got the trophy one now.
Yeah, now he got the trophy because the publicists got together and said, "Listen, Megan, this could be." They explained to Megan Good, this situation right here is going to be cleared up. We have evidence, and they talked to the Megan Good's people. This is my conspiracy theory. They talked to Megan's Good people. When this comeback comes, this could be a good look for Megan Good to be next to this guy who is on the verge of being a superstar. She know the game. She knows she was with that pastor to clear up and get her rep in a good place. The last marriage that was going on, that was a hustle. They was hustling the couple therapy and all that other stuff, and they was hustling God. They was hustling God.
Yeah, she was dating the married pastor guy. Yeah,
it was on every radio show selling books and shit like that. She know what she's doing, and I'm not mad at you, girl. But don't think
Yeah, because she's standing in court with him and everything already. Like
they know they just met and you standing in court with the dude.
Which black girl couldn't do that?
Exactly. Who does that?
No offense to the sisters, but
who does that? Come on. Any woman with common sense would let it simmer down. And hey, how about you work that out first?
Right.
Go work that out. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at any woman.
That's some Becky shit.
Yeah, if I'm facing some charges, I would understand that you'd be like, hey, listen, I like you. We got some chemistry, but you might want to talk to your lawyer. Yeah, do that. Like, they give you probation. We'll talk about it. All that other stuff. We'll talk about everything. But he said, you got to be Coretta Scott King. He said, this is when you know you're in a bad relationship. This is when you know you're in a relationship that y'all ain't got shit in common. He said, you have to be Coretta Scott King. And then he said, do you know who that is? Why are you with somebody who don't even know?
Who was recording that? She was recording it, or
that's what I was wondering. Who had that secret recording? Somebody was taping him.
That dude said,
and it was a year prior though.
That's Martin Luther King's. That Martin Luther King's wife. Dude.
Wait, he explained it for real?
He said that is Martin Luther King's wife.
Yeah.
I need a Michelle Obama. First of all, you are not on the level of Obama or Martin Luther King. Can we slow down just a little bit? A little bit. Just a little bit, dog. You just popped off. Like stop.
Megan only look like her normal self.
Nah, no, right? Like she lost some weight there and everything.
She got his hand. They gripped all up going in and out of court every day. Every time they gotta go down.
Yeah, she getting old. She getting older, but she look good.
Lisa Bonet vibe.
Yeah, she got a little Lisa Bonet vibe. That she absolutely does.
But yeah, he breaking it down. He letting her know this is the type of woman I need. You saw Michelle Obama hold Barack down. You know how
you hear that? He compared himself. He compared himself to Barack Obama and Martin Luther King by saying he needs that type of woman. Dog, you weren't even bigger than Michael B. Jordan at the time. So if you're that important than Michael B. Jordan, can you imagine Michael B. Jordan's speech? Oh, and by the way, no segue. Remember I told y'all that Michael B. Jordan need to be the lead in the next Bad Boys to save that franchise. Well, guess what he's in? He's in I Am Legend 2, co-starring with Will Smith. Y'all gonna start listening to Michael Shawn. I'm telling you, y'all gonna start listening to me. They know what they gotta do.
Legend 2.
What is he playing? He's playing his son, right? Isn't he?
I don't know what he's playing, but let me tell you how desperate they were for this movie. For those who watched I Am Legend with Will Smith, let me tell you how desperate they were to make something. And then we'll talk about the Will Smith, the comeback and the game that's being played right now. They didn't, if you watch I Am Legend, the movie, he dies at the end. He dies at the end of the movie.
Does he?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it like one of them cliffhangers
No. He died.
Listen to the story, how they,
So now, you know what they did to make this movie? They had an alternate ending on the DVD that I never saw. Did anybody know? I didn't go get the DVD. They had alternate endings on the DVD, and they chose the alternate ending where he lives, and that's how they're gonna make the movie. Listen, everything's the metaverse. Everything's the metaverse. It don't even matter. Movies don't give a damn. Yeah, so he's back.
They thought about that ahead of time, or
no? I think they just figured a way out to do it. I think somebody was sitting in a meeting and said,
"Well, the metaverse is always that's you could alter anything."
Yeah, but I Am Legend wasn't part of the metaverse. That was a joke. That was the Universal. The Marvel can do the metaverse. I Am Legend ain't got. He wasn't a superhero. He was a damn doctor. Like, what are we doing? So somebody in the meeting raised their hand. I said, I know what we can do. There's an alternate ending in the DVD. And we can use that one to one. Remember, we just threw that shit together. We just threw it together because we needed alternate endings, and we just wanted to charge a lot of money for a DVD and get people to buy more. Yeah. So we can use. So that's what they're doing. Anyway, back to the point. I told you. So this guy was comparing himself to Martin and all this other stuff. So yeah, shout out to Jonathan Majors. Listen, man, it's fucked up when somebody accuses you of something when you didn't do something, and I get it. See, Chung, how was your night, real quick?
Night was cool. It was a little eventful, doing the 9 to 5 job.
Right.
These airports driving all over Atlanta, but it was smooth.
So before I want to play this because I realize that people will sell anything in sports now. They will sell you anything and want you to believe this shit. And some of these athletes will get in a press conference and lie directly to our faces and they think we're gonna believe him. Well, the NBA doesn't. So just in the honor of selling anything, I want to play this.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to eat. America loves to eat.
Come down here and get some of this shit.
Talk about shucking and jiving.
Right.
Draymond Green. Draymond Green. Oh, Draymond Green. Oh, Draymond Green. What? I was saying this when he choked out Rudy Gobert. Everybody got mad at me. I said, because if I was Adam Silver, I would have suspended him for the whole year. I would have been like, you're gone for the year. Why? Because you're out of control. You can't choke somebody where your teammates are yelling, let him go, and you don't let him go. Your teammates are saying, let him go. They're yelling out. Well, they give him his little 5-game suspension, whatever. He gets back on the court a few games later. He turns around and basically smacks the face off of Norgis? What's his name?
Not Jukic, Nokic, whatever.
Yeah, he slaps the face, like literally the guy's just playing defense and he just wildly swings and acts like, and then he goes, I didn't mean to hit him. Draymond. Yeah, we're living in a country now that even if we see it happen, people are using the metaverse. You didn't see that happen. I was just trying to sell a call. And everybody was like, what the hell? I wish I should have had the video for you.
Could he be flopping?
No, he no fucking flopping. Nobody believes him. The NBA players don't believe him. The worst part is that Norkic or whatever his name is was at the press conference. They asked him what's wrong. He said something's wrong with that brother.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said something's wrong with that brother. And then he said, but at least he ain't choked me. That's what he said.
Let me see if I can find this video.
He said, at least he didn't choke me. So
Field just picked up his third.
I'm sorry. Go.
Play it. Go ahead. Play it.
And now Green runs over Nurkic, and he'll be called for the foul. And they're going to take a look at this.
Watch this. Well, you're going to see it again. Please show this nonsense. Draymond,
he was down for a minute.
Yeah,
Green just fouls right
Draymond's
over
a big
Nurkic.
dude.
He just flopping, rolling around.
Unnecessary added to it.
Here we go. Watch this. And
oh, man.
Well, that's going to be
He was he just moving his arms?
Oh, man.
Well, that's going to be
now. Here we go. He's going to load it up. He knows.
Man.
Well, that's going to
Wow. So, as Draymond continues this, and go ahead. You can take it off now.
Okay. All right.
So everybody's talking about the amount of games he's going to get before the NBA. And this is where they sell anything. And everybody's like, well, probably 7 games, 10 games, and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting here going, dog, when are y'all going to get over this? He needs to be gone.
Exactly. That's the same thing I said, man.
He needs to be gone. You can't have this dude, because if you want the malice in the palace to happen, if he gets only 7 games, NBA players are now going to get ready to play Draymond Black. Okay, you're not smacking me in the face in front of millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing it. And it's going to turn ugly. And he wouldn't have done that to the Joker. Let's be clear. He wouldn't have done it to the Joker. He knows who to do it with, because somebody else tried to punk the Joker, and Joker walked him down and was like, he wouldn't have done that. Because there's something about somebody who weighs 280 pounds, who's damn near 7 foot tall, that you really don't want to smoke with. But that's beside the point. So everybody's like 5-7 games. What it was announced last night. No press conference. They just put it through social media.
Right. Yeah, they just threw it out.
They just threw it out there that Draymond Green is suspended indefinitely.
Oh, for the whole season, for the rest this year just really started. We didn't even get to the February and playoffs.
That means indefinitely. That means there is no. That is the punishment. That's the same punishment the Boston Celtic coach got for knocking off the president's wife. That's the same one, indefinitely, because there's no number.
John Morant got that too, I think. At first.
Yeah, John Morant got the indefinitely. Oh no, I think he got the indefinitely this one.
Oh, with the gun.
So this is what they do, because they don't want the union to fight, because there's not a standard. So this is the game they play. we're going to let Draymond, they make this speech, we're going to let Draymond, a press release, we're going to let Draymond work through his problems. There's something going on here. There's a core problem going on here. And Draymond's people also agree with it. They agree. There's some work that has to be done. There's something going on here. We don't want to give him a time limit on when to come back. So they were acting like they didn't want to press him into trying to get back into basketball. So just work out your problems. Just work out your problems. No. Problem is, Draymond, I'm going to break it to you, dog. Your career ain't never going to be the same again.
No, not at all.
Your career ain't never going to be the same again. And you are not worth the problem. You're never going to be the same again.
Jones
ever.
barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to eat. America loves to eat.
I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be the same again. And my thing with it is that I started writing down everything that Draymond has caused, the problems that he's caused for the Golden State Warriors, right? The problems now, the first one I'm going to give you, I'm not a fan of it. The first ejection of a game, he did it in the NBA Finals. Golden State Warrior fans and LeBron haters will say he got ejected and he got suspended for a game. They say that's why they lost the NBA Finals. Even though
what was that one for? What did he do again?
He got into it with LeBron, and LeBron
right.
He got into it. He got ejected, and that ejection cost him a suspension for a game.
Right,
and that was Game 6 that led to Game 7. Golden State still had Game 7 at Golden State. No excuses. But this is what they say, right? Okay, so that happens. Then Golden State goes and gets Kevin Durant. They make the super team of all time. They win a championship. They win back-to-back championships. What does Draymond do? He curses Kevin Durant out on the basketball court, which Kevin Durant said that was the moment where he said, I'm falling back, and he left Golden State. So you caused the NBA Finals loss, and you lost Kevin Durant, which you would have won 2 or 3 more championships.
Yeah.
But everybody forgave that because they finally won another championship. But before they won another championship, they grabbed a guy named Jordan Poole, who helped them win a championship.
This is what now, 4 or 3?
That was 4 championships when they won their 4 championships.
No. I mean that you're on. You're counting. Oh, okay.
This is 3. So 3, they draft Jordan Poole. They win a championship with Jordan Poole. In preseason, the next year, what does Draymond do? Knock him the fuck out on camera. So what are they forced to do after that? They trade Jordan Poole.
Because Draymond's your biggest star.
Draymond's not the biggest star. This is what kills me.
Over Jordan Poole.
Over Jordan Poole, yeah.
Over Jordan Poole. But this is what kills me. You let this 30-year-old go and you sign him to, after all he's done. Y'all worried about the past championships. You signed him to a $100 million contract. And now what's he do? He chokes one guy out during the same year you signed him to a $100 million deal. He chokes out Gobert, and then he smacks the hell and knocks this white other European dude down. Dog, y'all get what y'all deserve.
Oh, wow. You ain't lying when you said $100 million. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, $100 million.
Y'all get what y'all deserve, man.
So wait, so his guaranteed Kyle, he still got to get paid his money. So this year is $100 million contract. He's making $22 million this year. So all right, y'all suspend me. I still get my $22.3 million.
Yeah, but he been rich. It ain't about being rich playing in the NBA now. He loves playing in the NBA.
Yeah, but when you got that much money, I can see you slapping people. I can see it. I mean, I can see when you, hey, it's no. Hey, I saw Kanye. When you get certain, I guess it has to be a certain amount of money that you get in your bank account that you could be like, "What you gonna do to me? I'm good. My family's good. The next generation after that is good." Like Beyonce, Jay-Z, certain people, they got that much bread that they good. Elon Musk, he don't care what you really think about him. He don't care.
All those people you're talking about,
Jeff Bezos,
all those people you're talking about, don't do what Draymond does because they know what the game is. They know what the game is. Their game is to make more money. That's their game. Their game is to make lots of money and make more money.
You think the Warriors gonna let him go?
No, because they signed him to that contract and they can't trade him. They should have traded him. They should have traded him. And everybody said I was crazy. They should have traded him last year when they made the playoff run. But before they made that playoff run, they should have traded him. They should have got another player and understand we got to break this down. Y'all getting old. Draymond is one of those guys. He's intangibles. If Draymond played for the Pelicans his entire career, we wouldn't even be talking about Draymond Green.
But if somebody needs help in general, don't you help the person? You just don't cut them, right? Don't you want to pour some energy and help? If a brother man needed some, if C Chung was out here slapping chicks, instead of just saying, I ain't rocking with C no more, wouldn't you want to get somebody some help?
That's not how Golden State looks at Draymond. They'll lie and say that's how they look at him. Like they're that close. They made money. They won championships. They
like
won.
What's the Afro Queens? I think he really do need some therapy in there. Like it's something that's got to be off.
Yeah, there's something.
Off the court, he's a good dude. Like he seems like he's a real chill, good dude. You know, his podcast is real funny and.
Oh, I think he's intelligent. I think listen, man. I think he's entertaining. But this whole league is like there's something underlying. There's stories that are not being told. And watch when I tell you, when the Draymond stories start coming out on what goes on behind the scenes, when you knock a player out, your own teammate out, just because they're talking trash in a practice, there's something else going on. So the stories are coming. Hey, I wish Draymond the best, but that was we'll sell anything. The NBA will sell any, and you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. After the NBA is trying to get ratings with this made-up in-season tournament, and they're doing everything they can to make these ratings pop higher and to get excitement in the league, and now you already know what they want to call you. You know what they want to call, what the media wants to call it. They just they're not allowed to, because they want to
say this ghetto behavior,
acting like it.
They're gonna
say ghetto behavior though. That's what they.
No, they're gonna call him a thug. They're not gonna. They'll never use the word.
Oh no, thug is the thug. Thug is the code word.
Yeah,
that's
the
thug.
code
Ghetto.
word.
I forget.
And they can't use it anymore. They can't use thug anymore because that got exposed. That code word got exposed, so they can't use thug. Bob Costas was having a ball calling the players thugs when the Malice in the Palace. Oh, he was thugging it out. He was super thug. He was Nori. He was thugs. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out of there. They're trying to sell this nonsense to us. Okay, what we got? What we got, Jay's there? Something you had a question or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I missed y'all talking about Blueface and Krishan. I'm assuming Mo talked about him, but within that aspect of, I felt that the man had the right, for those who don't know, to have DNA tests done, just to solidify and confirm for your own knowledge as a man, or to know that that's your kid. So that this question was presented: is it disrespectful to take a DNA test without the other parent being aware, and would you do it?
Let me tell you before we answer, what's disrespectful is that this dysfunctional ass, ridiculous, young, dumbass couple gets this much light, and that we got to shine this light on this type of relationship. So these kids got to look at this bullshit and act as if this is normalized, and these are relationships that actually are viable, and this is something that you should probably be in, or if you're not in, this is something you've been in. It's disgusting how Instagram and social media have made these two so famous that now 19 and 20-year-olds are looking at this example. What is their example of a functional relationship? This Blueface and Krishan, two people who, I promise you, I'm never going to take this back, should not be allowed to have kids.
All right.
Those two should not be allowed to have kids.
You're going too far.
No, I'm not going too far. I'm tired of this shit. These two,
the proof is in the pudding. Look at the poor child, man.
if you gotta bet money that this child is gonna have some trauma from these two, if you had to bet your money yes or no, and you had no choice but to bet all your money you have.
But you can say that about a lot of. You can say that about people that battle an addiction. You can say that about people that financially are struggling and they argue all the time over money, and it's all type of people with issues.
I understand that, but
shout out to Kendall. I'm sorry, Kendall. I didn't even see you on Superhead comments there for your basketball.
They are not sitting there being profiled as this first couple of hip hop.
Nah, you just can't tell somebody they can't.
Ridiculous.
Have kids though.
Obviously, I know that's I'm just giving you my opinion on how bad of parents these two really are.
Some people think Nick Cannon is a bad parent having a bunch of kids and he ain't in the household.
Great, and I understand it. All I know is he's from my generation. I've seen couples.
Yeah,
I've had role models.
That can be opinionated too, but with this whole Blueface and Krishan, like it's in front of us. Look how they treating the poor child.
It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. And if somebody went to go take the child from them, then everybody would be in an uproar. Everybody would be in an uproar.
Because on what grounds? Because
Dog, they're getting high all the time, just on getting high alone.
Child endangerment, like.
So you see her getting high with her kid right next to her. Good morning, Ashley. Ashley Newman. That's what you see?
Good morning. No, I'm seeing the whole whirlwind of these two in a violent relationship. Two parents that have gone in each other's mouth had a kid. How healthy is that? Two people who on video have gone in each other's mouth.
I'm sure people argue they fought with their baby dads that's watching the show.
It's just sad, but we'll get to this. Is it disrespectful to take a DNA without the other parent being aware? First of all, if you take a DNA and you're in a relationship with the person and you can't tell them and you sneak a DNA swab or you sneak a test, guess what? Their relationship is doomed for failure anyway. I don't even know. You might as well tell her you're taking the DNA.
But is it disrespectful though?
Doomed for failure.
If you are not sure that is your kid, and you can't go up to her like a goddamn man,
it don't mean that you're not sure. You just want your confirmation.
That means you're not sure.
You just want to, because she knows for 100% that that's her kid because they came out of her canal. Okay. But you, as a man, you don't have the 100% guarantee.
So you're not sure.
You just want your confirmation.
Sure. No, that's if you want, you know why I get a confirmation code from the airlines? Because that lets me know I really have the ticket. See, I'm not sure everything's all good until I have the confirmation.
And then you still go back to check.
No, I go to the gate that it tells me.
No, you do. You check. You want to make sure your seating. You do check. But what I'm saying is, I don't see it being that deep of an issue. And the reality is, because I had this debate with Lady Q Watch talking about this the same question.
Why don't you tell her? Why don't you tell her? Why do you sneak?
The wrong thing is
the reason why. You know why you don't tell immediately, because if you tell immediately, there's a high probability that they're going to feel offended. They're going to have all of these emotions, and it could be a bigger problem down the road in that moment if you tell them up front. So, versus you get the test done secretly, and if the kid comes back the 99.99 and all that, you ain't got to say nothing and you're good. So you took that element right out.
So you'll
live with that for the rest of your life, being with the girl too, like, and the child.
Well, you know it's your kid. If it's not your kid, then it's going to come up. Yeah. So then if it's not yours, obviously it's going to be a problem.
But do you know that you just described why it's disrespectful? You just described why it's disrespectful.
Why is it disrespectful for me to have my confirmation?
No. First of all, this is not. You're asking, is it disrespect? You just described why it would be taken as disrespect because you know the person will feel disrespected if you tell them to their face. That's why. Wait, Jay. I understand you. I understand what you feel.
I can't be just worrying about just what you feel.
But then, why'd you have a kid with somebody if you're not worried about how they feel? Like, what are we doing?
Imagine that though. Years later down the line, y'all lean together and you're like, hey, you might be doing a test. 10 years ago when Junior, I thought he wasn't mine. Don't you think that would
you just broke down? You just broke down that they would be the reason why you don't tell them. They would be mad. They would feel as it was disrespectful, and you went behind their back to do it anyway. When you do something that somebody is going to be mad about and you do it anyway, it's disrespectful. If
I gotta outweigh your feelings versus my feelings.
How about just be a man and say I want a DNA test? How about you just be upfront?
Because sometimes we don't want to hear all that.
Because you're being selfish. Because you're selfish.
Sometimes because I don't want to hear all that, and I gotta put you through all that.
You want your confirmation and eat it too. You want to be able to get your confirmation and not deal with somebody being pissed that you're challenging them. The problem is you thought she cheated in the first place. If it was just to have the numbers in black and white, it wouldn't be a secret. That's all.
No, some females truly believe that that's their baby dad. So it ain't about them cheating. They just thought in their mind, this is Michael Shawn's kid. And they could be wrong. So although they thought they had their time scheduled together, no, you slipped up.
She's saying the kid is still his though.
Krishan is saying it is, but he's saying he got his test to say it ain't. But I just thought about, is it disrespectful to do it without the other person being aware? And obviously, if you're in that situation, would you? If y'all not together If you're
That's
not with your baby
different.
mom no
That's
more,
different. That's not disrespectful. That's different.
well, they're not together. So he
But-
did his test on his own.
But that's what I said in the beginning. I said, if you are together in a relationship, it's disrespectful to do it secretly. Just is.
Well, I did it. If we want to be coming clean, I did it, but it wasn't for those reasons. But I wanted my own, and I did my own.
Why?
Well, then again, she did help me because when everything came. But I just wanted it. I
Why?
wanted it for me
Because what?
I as a man,
so you thought there was a
I
chance that wasn't yours.
No.
Then why'd you take it?
I didn't. I just wanted my own, just because I know. I want you guys to confirmation. I just want my paperwork.
So if
I don't think it's nothing wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong with.
Wait a second. So if you had so you knew 100%.
My paperwork.
So you knew 100%. You knew 100% that it was your child.
Well, I had her help me do the swab. I did have her help me. I just wanted it.
So
I wanted it for my own. I wanted it. There's nothing wrong with me.
But
wanting
if you were sure that, I'm sure this is water right here, right? I'm sure that this is water in this thermos, right? I'm positive. I don't have to test it. I know it's water. So if I'm sure the child is mine, I ain't got to get a test. So there was a percentage of you that said it might not be, because you wouldn't have taken it.
What? I think there's a lot of men that just want their proof, not their proof, but their documentation to show.
There's probably a lot of men that do it in secrecy.
Yeah. There probably is a lot of men that do it in secrecy. I don't understand if you're going to do that. If you're going to take that test because you think there's a chance,
right, Lady Q tell the truth. All right, so she just told the truth that
you ignorant ass don't know how genetics work and was surprised he came.
That boy came out. My son came out too damn light. I ain't know what was. I said,
"Oh, were you born in 1947, dog? Like, what is this?"
I said, "There's no way he's this light.
I know
you're light, bright, but I my stuff is strong. My genes are strong.
Obviously not stronger than Lady Q.
What? No, sometimes I do see different. Like, wait, how is this? No, he look Puerto Rican. Like, what? No. But I know everything. What's
the boy walks like you. His mannerisms are like you.
No, the results said he was though.
I know, but this is, if you're not, first of all, if you're not in a relationship, I got a DNA test done.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, we weren't in a relationship. Okay. So that's when you got to go. If we're not in a relationship, that means.
So could it be after the relationship is over? Like in that moment, you didn't get one, but would you have gotten one? Like when you guys broke up?
Yeah, and I would have. And guess what I did? I told that person, this is what I wanted. That person obliged. We did it together, and we moved on from there.
Was she mad at you for asking after the fact?
That's what I was about to ask. Yeah.
Not that I know of. I can't speak for the person. I can't speak what behind the scenes that she might have said something to somebody or whatever. So, but I don't understand if you want to do it. This is the, and I hate to make this a man thing. Because I know we put pressure on ourselves. But if you go around holding your nuts, talking about you a man, then you go to the person and say, "This is what I need." You can't have it both ways.
That's easier said than done when you're in a relationship with somebody. That's so easier said than done.
Because you know you're wrong. That's because you know you wrong you wrong. That's why it's hard. Because
it's but you want to know for you. But yeah, I just think to each his own. Every person has their right to be able to have that same confirmation, and it shouldn't result in a back and forth argument, which it usually does, or potential deeper issues down the road because you did ask. So if you can avoid that and still get your results, I say avoid it. And do it.
Jay, you would have an absolute heart attack if the roles were reversed and somebody said they want to get tested. If the person who had the kid wanted, you would have a heart attack.
If I had an attitude, I would still understand because I know for sure, but you don't. Every female knows without 100%, with 100%, they know that that's their kid. Last one.
They do not.
But every man do. They gave
they know this. They do not know who their father is.
But every man does not. it's not. It's supposed to be equal parenting, so I should have that same thing. Is all I felt. So I just wanted that as well as you want that.
Stacy would have
So-
stabbed me while I was sleeping if I would have asked her to take a DNA test on those twins.
Heck yeah, mine too. I got a Puerto Rican baby mom. She would.
Let me tell you,
Well,
Stacey,
30 years with somebody, and then y'all pregnant.
listen,
I mean,
we had
it's
no,
kinda
no, we had
foul,
our no, no.
But I get it.
I could have justified it. We had our ups and downs. I was on the road. I was out.
You
You
could have been mad at me.
You could have
That
been
night
mad
you said
at
you was
me.
going to have drinks with your girls.
Anything. Hey,
Do you
I'm
think
not
the
mad.
girl, but do you think she would have went through with it if she wasn't sure? Like,
What? If she would have
instead
went
of
through.
not getting an abortion, like, you know, if she wasn't 100% sure if that was your child, if she came to you and say, "Hey, we got to get a DNA test
Oh, but we're together or not together?
together."
Y'all together.
Oh, that's
Like,
now.
happened
I mean,
during the ups, it happened during the up and downs.
yeah, that's gangster. But that's the way it's supposed to be done.
We need to go get this test.
And
just
guess
to
what?
make sure.
This child might not be yours.
I would have been pissed off, but I would have been glad. I would have respected. We probably wouldn't have been together, but I would have respected the fact that you at least, instead of just riding the wave, that you were honest enough with me to be like, look, we might have to get this done, because now you're basically saying I smashed out. So, you know,
Right.
we're going to get this done. Listen, do it. If you're so passionate about it, say what it is. I sent you this KRS-One thing because we were talking about the Grammys yesterday, the Grammy nonsense that went on with the anniversary of hip hop.
I watched the performance. You told me that. I thought it was a good performance. I thought the show was good.
Well, I sent that KRS-One because he said exactly what I said. And you know, great minds thinks alike. You know, greatest rapper of all time in my mind.
It's cooning to me.
Wait, what did Carrot? I mean, what? Because he wasn't there. What he said, he wasn't invited. He didn't want to. I know MC Hammer said they invited.
Oh, he was
him.
invited. He was invited. I'm proud of those guys who turned down the Grammys nonsense.
Yeah, word.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
Why? It was for him. 50 years. Hip. I'm confused.
Like KRS said.
Them dudes, Grammys,
they want to acknowledge us. Like,
the Grammys have dissed hip hop for 40 something years. Like,
on
stop.
50th, they did a whole special.
You didn't wait. You didn't start your own, so you can't say I'm not. Well, what did you do to help the culture start their own award show? Like
they did it on BET.
Not
that I think that BET is but they did it on BET. My whole point is y'all didn't even want to. Y'all didn't want. This is why we can't fight. Y'all pimped hip hop for two things. Y'all pimped it, number one, for ratings, because your award shows have been struggling across the board, and y'all used it as Will Smith's comeback. That's what it got used for.
That's what I think it was.
That's what it was used for. This whole propaganda was put together for Will Smith's comeback, to get over finally the Oscar smack and the Jada and Will and all the other shit. That's what this was. That's all this thing was.
They know he got a blockbuster movie coming, and
the movie studio said, we got money that's already being invested. We got to straighten this out.
So we want to hire Questlove, and Quest, I need your help put all this together.
Yep.
And because of the Philly tie, we're gonna have you bring Will out. We're gonna start this rebuilding. All right.
I remember
the bigger plot,
structure, and the image.
And remember, Questlove is amazing. First of all, no, I'm not saying in any way that Questlove is not dope, and I'm not saying I have a problem with Questlove being together, putting it together or whatever. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I'm just not watching the shit. I'm not.
So they're looking for a host for the Oscar. Dare they let Will host the Oscar? Like, is that?
Well, he's banned. He's banned right now.
I know, but could that be the?
Like 8 more years left on that.
Oh, okay. He had a certain time frame on that. Okay. I thought the hip hop. I thought the Grammy celebration. I enjoyed it. When you know your artists from over the time from you growing up and you reminiscing those days, and you like, great. Oh, I would like to see this person and that person. It was. I thought it was entertaining, and I thought it was good. Why not?
And the same people who disrespected the music form for 40 years benefited off of it. They benefited off of it.
So wait, so the hip hop artists that performed didn't? Because our Dawn Show poured out some playlists. Our Dawn Show was like, yo, let me go pull this music up.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So they didn't benefit as well?
Yeah, they did. Just like the record labels ruined hip hop, and the artists that got on there, a few artists made a lot of money off of it. They got monetary gain. It's the give and take that you have to give and take.
And Jada Pinkett said she's never leaving Will after that performance.
Never
She was
ever.
like, oh, my boo
Never,
back.
ever.
My baby boy is back. Look at him. It's the brand new. The brand new. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that whole show, even to the Lottos and the Gorillas. Except it was the Rowdy Rich. I was like, why? But the majority of that whole show, I was up. I had loud. I was rocking, and I can see that.
You can like the performance. I just know what the angle of it was. See, that's the thing. We like the immediate gratification of a good show, but the reason it was getting pimped, and you know what? Ironically, hip hop got pimped again, the way they've been pimped for 50 years. The way hip hop has been pimped. That portion of hip hop that was made money, and they did it again, and they had their Super Bowl. And they got over again.
Didn't Will Smith win the first hip hop Grammy?
I think he
did. It was the Parents Just Don't Understand, and it wasn't televised at the time.
And the funny thing is, Will Smith boycotted the Grammys before. Boycotted the Grammys.
Oscar so white.
Jay-Z boycotted the Grammys. They all did
at some point. And then I guess when you realize the Grammys make you more money. So
exactly.
saying that Michael Shawn is Grammy nominated is different than just it's a difference.
You'll be pimped. You'll be pimped, and you'll agree to the pimp. You'll be like, yeah, this is gonna make me financial, even though I know they really don't give a fuck. I know we're after this 50 years of hip hop.
Use them like they're using me.
We'll be right back in the same in the same lame categories where they'll give Vanilla Ice the Grammy. Not that I'm mad at Vanilla Ice, but they'll give him, I forget who was it, Chuck D, I think Public Enemy could have won. I forget who it was that lost. Right, yeah. Oh, was it M? No, it wasn't M. It was they had it up there too. Who he won over. And we'll go like, okay, all right, cool. Hey, we make more money with the Grammys. At 50 years, this is the problem that we don't want to address. After a music has made this much money and it's been around for 50 years, that music should be calling the shots. They shouldn't be getting pimped. But that's how bad, that's how much progress we didn't make in the 50 years of hip hop. That we still, after 50 years and billions of dollars being made off of the genre, we still need them.
They still have control over it.
They still have control of if you're going to be bigger or not. They still have control if you can make more money off your streams. They still have that leverage over this industry. They still do.
So you want to fight it and not get paid, or go with it and let me get these extra streams now because I performed at this?
No, I'm just saying it's too late. It's never too late. So I'm sorry, I'll take that back. But you got to go along with it because nothing changed. Because nobody took ownership. Because everybody thought the epitome of being a hip hop artist was winning that award. That award. That was written in by some other people who had nothing to do with hip hop, and their judgment on hip hop is what made you the best rapper of the year. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That is like the wildest thing ever. But you know what? I'm part of it. I fell for the propaganda. I did too. We promoted this nonsense. We made the Grammys the end all be all. We never had the foresight to be like, why should we worry about when Chuck D said, I don't give about a Grammy.
But yet he was there performing.
Yes. What am I telling you?
But that's my point.
No, but my point is we failed. We failed, but nobody wants to admit it. And I keep saying we failed. We were
What's
blindly.
the solution, Sway? You ain't got the answers.
No.
I think he got all the answers. Like you said, it ain't going to change, so go roll with it. That's why Chuck D was there, him and Flav. Flav was doing this thing, and I was rocking out with him.
And God bless. I'm sure the performance was great. That is the whole, that is in itself why Muhammad Ali is the greatest athlete of all time. That in itself, when Muhammad Ali said, you could take my heavyweight championship away, I'm not going to your war. I don't care. That alone separates him from every athlete and entertainer ever. He said, take it. I'm so big.
I get what you're saying. It's a deeper picture. Because if everybody would have stood with Cap and didn't play all the black athletes, you talk about shaking up the world. If all if everybody would have stood together, but anyway, I need my coins. I need my bag, son. I got my family to feed. I can't stand on this. But I get what you're saying. If we all stuck together in that aspect,
and I'm gonna be careful with this.
Yeah,
That's
very
why
true.
I respect a certain race of people who, if you talk about them, you get in trouble. That's why I respect them.
That's why Kanye got in trouble. I know exactly what race
Because
you're talking about.
they don't bend.
Shit,
They don't
see what they did to me yesterday.
Yeah, they don't bend, they don't compromise. I may not agree with everything. I may not agree with some of the tactics. I may not agree with what goes on, but they don't bend. They go like, this is what the fuck it is. Like it or not. You can call your own race whatever you want on a rap song. Don't call our race whatever you want in a rap song. You can portray this race any way you want. You're not going to portray this race the way you want in a movie. No, you won't. No, you won't. And they had a plan, and they controlled the landscape, which is what hip hop could have done, is control the landscape.
Right.
But our mindset, and we still did not have that mindset to create that control.
We gave the power to them.
And there it is. That's why I tell y'all right now, hip hop don't belong to us, y'all. Hip hop been gone.
Yeah.
Hip hop been gone. The day Sylvia Rome, God rest her soul, signed somebody and started monetizing off of somebody and gave them a rotten deal, we lost hip hop. We just didn't know it. We thought we was getting put on. We was getting put on to be used. That's what we were.
Signed with Leo or Def Jam. Oh, we here now.
We here now. We here now.
What?
Yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. But God bless. What? And I always thought Will Smith was a great performer. So let me put that out there. I always thought the hate that Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff got was ridiculous, and a lot of cats did it. And low key, a lot of cats did their shit in Philly too, but they don't want to come out their face. They did their shit in Philly too.
Early Will Smith got a lot of love. I think when he started getting jiggy with it, that's when people started to talk a little trash, right?
And that was the thing. Why? That's why I love that MC Hammer turned it down. MC Hammer's like, why would I front? Why would I front and be in front of y'all?
You know, fake. Yeah. Hammer like, nah, I'm good. There's too much fakeness. I ain't got the energy and time for it.
We hated on We hated on MC Hammer for
you
no reason.
Hammer, you ain't hitting in New York.
What? Hammer didn't. He did nothing wrong. Hammer was a pioneer. Hammer was like, you can milk the game and make a song. That's why we pray. The only reason why he had to go hardcore is because we made him. We made him sit by a pool in front of a little mountain with Speedos on, trying to talk
pumps in the bump. Pumps in the bump.
We made him do that. We forced him to do that.
Hammer was gangster too, though.
Hammer was gangster.
I just seen a documentary on him the other day. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we just wanted to dance, you know.
Dog.
But we don't look at that as hip hop. Like when we think of hip hop, we're not thinking, yo, MC Hammer.
Why?
No one is thinking MC.
I would think that would be pop music now, but back then it was classified hip hop, right?
Not only that, but what rapper doesn't want to go pop now?
Right.
What rapper doesn't want to be on the pop billboard? They would love their song to be considered pop. MC Hammer started that.
Yeah.
MC Hammer said, I'm going to use hip hop and I'm going to pimp you. I'm going to pimp your genre of music. The dude was so ahead of his time, and I was so ignorant and blinded to wanting to be with the cool kids and I still love all my rappers. I love Tribe Called Quest. I love all them. But when rap is not pop, if you call it that, then stop. Really? Because Q, you was working with Janet Jackson not too many years later.
Right.
Like it pisses me off when I think about how I was manipulated. Like how I was manipulated into not liking somebody simply because the cool kids didn't like that somebody because they were doing something different. He was doing something different. And then parachute pants, the country was wearing them goddamn pants.
I had it.
Yes.
I had them hammer pants. I ain't gonna front. I had a couple. I had a nice burgundy pair. I remember I used to rock them burgundy. I had a burgundy, a little brown pair. Yeah, I had my hammer pants. Yeah, I had them.
The man had cartoons that your kids could watch, and you wouldn't feel like a hypocrite. You wouldn't feel like, wow, I'm letting my kid. Cardi B has a cartoon. Dog, you don't feel like a hypocrite letting the kids watch a Cardi B cartoon.
Hammer pants.
Dog, it was amazing. It was and then this is what kills me. Hammer got killed for hosting the American Music Awards. He was the host. He killed it. And guess what? They were killing him. Look at him. They got him there hosting the awards. And now y'all do the 50-year anniversary on the Grammy Awards. Do you know the hypocrisy that is? Dog, y'all wear me out. What? We wear each other. I said I was so stupid. I was so stupid for dissing that man. I was so dumb. Like, that was just dumb of me, man. I apologize, MC.
Mike was rocking with Third Base at the time. Hammer
all day. Some white dude dissing Hammer. I rocked out with him.
Third Base.
I rocked. Shout to Shirt. MC Search. I like Third Base. And Search got some of the best stories. MC Search got some of the best stories ever told about hip hop. So, but think about that. I picked their side against MC Hammer. Oh man. I'm sorry, MC Hammer, man. I'm sorry, Hammer. No, let me pause real quick. Listen, Hammer, man. I was a young kid. I was young. I was impressionable. I didn't know all you
was popping.
I didn't know that I shouldn't be running towards Snoop Dogg and saying we don't love them hoes. I should have been praying with you. I know, man.
That's right. We pray.
All you did was say "Can't Touch This" to a great sample, one of the greatest samples, and you did your thing to it, man. And now when I'm at a wedding and they play "Can't Touch This," do you know what I do, Hammer? I get up and dance with everybody. Can't touch this. Yeah. Now I get up and I dance.
Can't touch this.
But they stole that from Rick James too, though. But go ahead.
Yeah, we all in hip hop. We sampled everything. He just went and sampled. I'm sorry, Hammer, man. I'm so disgusted with myself. I was so misguided. Damn it.
I'm gonna listen to Hammer. I'm gonna listen to him this week. The greatest hits. I pulled it up right here. Yeah, he has some joint.
And even if I didn't like the song.
Yeah, but
Not about that.
you was rocking with him.
We hate it.
Oh, this turn. Too big. What happened? Did he pass away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hammer got some joints, I guess.
I forgot about Turn This Mother Out. Damn.
But Hammer got some joints.
But do you know what Hammer did? He sampled all those songs without getting permission.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was watching the documentary like last week on him.
Have you seen her? Yeah, that was another stolen one.
Rick James got more money than him off that song.
Yo, you know what? I'll tell y'all something crazy. Do you know what I tell you? MC Hammer was also the pioneer of associating himself with an athlete. Him and Deion Sanders, he had his crew on the sidelines with the Falcons during the game. And didn't even have, and still had his Hammer gear on. He still had his suit and everything like that with his glasses. And he cross-marketed before anybody was thinking about cross-marketing. Dog, he was brilliant. I'm so sorry, MC Hammer, man. All right, man. All right. I'm sorry, Hammer.
Hammer was definitely a pioneer.
Oh, God, we did Hammer dirty, man. We did Hammer dirty, yo. We really did. We was the stupid, somebody trying to show you, yo, if you just do this and you just do that, but you're gonna have to take classes online in order to do it. I ain't taking no classes online.
We were straight out of Compton. We weren't worrying about all that.
I'm going to the movies, yo. They just released Boys in the Hood. No,
What
if you
are
just
talking about? You know, you see Doughboy.
No, I'm telling you, there's just things like somebody
That's my
saying
role
this.
model, Doughboy.
Doughboy.
Shit trying to be like him. Ain't nobody got time to be like him.
And you saw Ricky got killed. Ain't nobody inspiring to be no Ricky.
Yo, Hammer's trying to tell you, there's this thing called the internet that's gonna happen. So you need to get come on, Menace to Society just came out. Though.
Old dog, son. It's all about old dogs.
Come on, man. What are we doing here? I'm going out, man. I'm smoking. No, just get computer savvy because it's gonna be your ticket. That's gonna be your man. Let me roll.
I learned that. They just talk. They started talking about somebody named Bishop. Tupac about to play Bishop. What are you talking about? That's my lane.
I'm going to see Above the Rim first. First, I'm going to see Above. Then I'm going to see Juice, yo. What are you talking about?
Man. But we love that stuff, Mike. You can't take away from what we loved.
No, it was those movies. It was so the setup to everything. Like, and I fell right into the setup, yo. I fell right into the setup.
Shit, we all did.
We all did. Yeah. Like, we didn't know. And I know when I bring this up, forget the person who created it. We do know that the Cosby Show, when it was on, we do know that people attending college rose while Black people attending college actually increased when the Cosby Show was on. Why? Because it was the first time as a Puerto Rican I had ever been informed about, those are colleges?
About HBCU, right?
Black people have colleges? Like, I didn't know they had HBC. I had no idea. And they go there, and Theo goes to NYU. Well, what's NYU? NYU is in New York City where I was born, and I'm being educated. That's what I'm saying. Like, these things are really important.
In a different world. Yeah,
in a different world. Then they go off to college. I'm like, wow. You know how many kids were like 13 or 14 who were sitting there going like, yo, that college looks dope. That looks dope to go do that. That looks dope to go do that.
So you saying there's a bigger plot against the man from having Black inspirational shows that's going to get you to go to college from 85 to that generation to now. We're not going to show you those images. So we're not going to plant those seeds.
A lot of doctors and lawyers probably went up, because Cliff was a doctor and the wife was a lawyer.
So I could do what Claire doing. Or I could do what Cliff doing. So now we're going to take that away.
Now we got Blueface and Krishan. That's what we got now. That's what the kids got now.
Wow.
And when you saw Dr. Huxtable and Claire, and you saw how Claire's attitude was, you realize, she's not to be played with. But she also not this, and she also not that, and
she followed the man lead and everything.
She also
kept her mouth fight, no back talk.
Yep. And then when she gave the back. She challenged Bill when he needed to be challenged. Dr. Hux, she challenged him when he needed to be challenged. I never forget the one thing where what was his name? The actor who wound up getting filmed working at Whole Foods. Elvin. I remember when Elvin,
Sandra's husband. Yeah,
I'll never forget this episode when Elvin came in and Claire brought Dr. Huxtable something to eat, and he was shocked, like she brought him something to eat. And she had to break his ass down, like, I'm going to take care of my man. But understand, she got her views and opinions. That whole show was giving a nice little balance. Now, did we know Bill Cosby was drugging bitches? No, we didn't know.
Allegedly. Still. Yeah, you're right. It was a balance because Bud's his brother, Kenny. Wasn't Kenny like, Kenny, yeah. So they've had a balance of different characters or images. That was
written by Bill Cosby?
Well, the first whole season was his stand-up. Like his whole stand-up, he did a stand-up himself. It's called Himself or Myself or something. He did it in a brown. He did it in a brown suit. I never forget because my whole family, we had HBO, and my whole family was over during the holidays. I'm talking about every Puerto Rican.
I remember that, yeah.
Every Puerto Rican was in my mom and dad's house, in our house, and we had the TV on, and everybody, my aunts, my mother, my little cousins. I was young. We all watched the stand-up, and people were crying.
It's called Himself. Bill Cosby comedy special called Himself.
And that Himself, all them characters came from that stand-up routine that he did, which is amazing, which is pretty amazing. which is absolutely amazing.
Attention to that. I gotta go back and check that.
Dog, it's hilarious and absolutely. And you know what's funny? He did curse once, and nobody caught that. This is how nerdy I get on certain things. He said shit once, but everything else was clean. He said shit once. She lit him up for serving. Yeah.
That was.
But my point is like we need those influences, and we act like we don't. We do. If we don't, then why are we so influenced by the shit that we're watching on social media every day?
That's proven though, because look at Love and Hip Hop, the influence that shit has on relationships.
Well, everybody want to be the influencer. I'm the baddie. I'm this. Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna blame Mona Scott? So now it's Mona. No, I'm sorry. But
oh no, I definitely blame her.
I definitely blame Mona. Yeah,
I definitely. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, let's keep it 100. Like, hey, I can't. You know the one term that people say, "Well, I can't knock your hustle." No, you can. You can. You can. Because if you're not knocking the hustle,
I'm torn because you saying it's the creator's fault for putting content out there, not the person that's doing the action. I guess it goes back to music. And is it the lyrics that's causing you to act out? Is it the movie scenes? Is Fast and Furious the reason why you got your speeding ticket? It's kind of hard to blame individuals for this, for, you know what I mean, when it's you the one that's actually doing it. Like, is it the gun or is the shooter? Like, you know, like, it's tough.
It's not tough. We're followers.
Yeah, and this generation is easy, more influenced.
What Jill Scott said. What did Jill Scott got to say about this, Mike?
Say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
All right, good one.
Look, Jill Scott is amazing. No, but she's a good point. Jill Scott's amazingly talented. Amazing. She's amazing. Jill Scott's amazing. But they ain't gonna promote.
It's both faults. It's
they ain't gonna
Scott's and yours. Okay.
They ain't gonna promote too many Jill Scotts. They can't have too many women basing their talent on their skill set because they need the sexuality to come out to drop the IQ down to what it is. But listen, we're followers. That's what I'm saying. We're followers. They tell us what time. They give us a bunch of cars and say one of these cars. They tell us which car is the dope one, and then they put a price tag on it, and that's the one we think we should have if we make it. True. They brainwash us from day one.
It's like the gear, the red bottoms, the shoes. This.
Yes.
But you agree with Queenborn said right here?
Tyler Perry be trying to change the narrative, and people too busy lighting his ass up about those horrible wigs. Of course.
So he's trying to portray the good family, the black family, the overcoming obstacles, being together. But because he got a wig on,
and then the problem is,
I think he's doing it in a wrong way, though. He's dressing as a woman doing it, like.
Yeah, I mean,
see Chuck about to go. Here you go. Go ahead. Tell Queenborn. Tell her. See Chuck about to go in. He should be doing it. Go ahead. See, speak your mind.
He definitely should. I mean, looking, the way he's doing it. Bill ain't have to put on a wig and do it, and because I think that's a bad influence now. Like, he's gonna have men be like, "Oh, if I can get $1 billion house, I gotta put on a wig and a dress." Like,
but because he's wig and a dress, are people listening to him because of the wig and dress because they want to be entertained? And if he didn't have that wig and dress on, would he have been that successful? Would you have laughed as hard and went to all the plays and then went to the movies? So was that the gimmick to reel you in?
I will say this, and C-Chan, I'm not saying you're wrong. Everybody has their opinion on this, and I don't want to veer off. But we might as well veer off. We're about to end in a few minutes. Flip Wilson once said the reason why he wore a dress on stage is because they weren't going to allow a black man to say what he said without that dress on. So he used it as a way to be able to say stuff and give messages. Now, I don't know if
though he never put on a wig and a dress.
No. Remember, Flip Wilson was doing this in the 60s. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, he was breaking barriers. Yeah.
So he had to get through to be able to say certain things to his people. Now, I think what Hollywood used that turned that dress into, because remember, people like Tootsie, the movie Tootsie. What's his name? Why do I forget his name now?
Robin Williams.
No, not Robin Williams.
No, he is Miss Doubtfire.
That's Miss Doubtfire.
And Miss Doubtfire. It's just that the symbolism, I think they tried to use it against, but that's a whole, but I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying we're followers.
It came from Miss Doubtfire.
Afro Queen said his movies, I guess they too much struggling. I guess they always got to struggle.
Look, I guess they do. We're like, that's the thing. We all got opinions on it, but I will say this: Tyler Perry. I saw one of his. I went to one of his plays because I had to host it, and I just got to give him his props. That son of a bitch went off script for like 25 minutes, and I thought I was watching a stand-up comedian, yo. Like Medea, like
no, he's good at improv, yeah.
No, he tore that play. It was at the Leocore in Philly. I don't know. Is it still called the Leocore in Philly? I don't even know.
Yeah,
but Doug, he lit that place on fire. And I just sat there and I was like, yo, I got to give him his props when I saw him in his element and all that stuff. But bottom line is, yeah, people say it's both our faults. It is. I guess we can take both blame for being blind followers. And now, you know, the younger parents got the more influence these parents. I think it was better when parents didn't have anything to do with what was trendy. I think I might have been, maybe I'm wrong. It might have been better when but because the fact that parents are the fact that we are ingrained in the same culture, like we're in the same, we know about each other's stuff and we do kind of the same shit. I think that's bad because we never tell a kid this is crazy because we're part of the crazy.
Yeah, the kid can always hit back. Well, you do it too.
Yeah, you do it too. Like you
couldn't tell our parents that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing against weed. It just wasn't my thing. I don't know if it was good that you could smoke in the kitchen while you're cooking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's good that you could cook Thanksgiving dinner with a blunt in your mouth. I don't know. I think it was good back in the day when you had to take that long walk.
For my anxiety. Right. Just for my anxiety. I need this medical for my anxiety.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a therapist. All right, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's our Friday show. We'll be getting it. Hopefully, Sexy Mo will feel better. She'll be back on. Rock out with us. Sunday, I'll be at comedy in Harlem with Carl Payne. I never got to tell the story. Never got to tell the story about the Apollo. I told a little bit, but I didn't tell another one. But we'll get to that. We'll have some more stuff set up for y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for supporting all the people always on here. Jay Black, C Chung, Sexy Mo. I remember getting backhanded slap for making a remark like that. Well, I wonder what remark that was.
So that you probably something with the parent
about the weed.
Whatever you saying.
I don't know. All right. Disrespect. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life, fight for your happiness, and never let anyone take it from you. And we are gone.
It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back.